We're the artists, the actresses, the filmmakers to meet in Venus. Yeah, we're coming through. Shine your light, let your voices be heard. We're spreading love with every single word, from the stage to the screen. We're making our mark, me and Venus, together we embark. Strong and fierce.
Today, I'm very happy to welcome Nikki Hayes. She is a great singer talking to us from the US. How are you, Nikki?
I'm great. How are you?
Fine, everything is fine. Look, I've been following your press releases and also your social media. And I wanted to ask you first about how and when your interest into music and performance started with you.
So it started when I was a child. I come from a very musical family, and my mom, she is a dancer. My dad, he's a guitarist. My
Nice.
sisters, they are naturally gifted, and they were able to harmonize by the age of 2, but me, not so much. I would want to sing with my sisters, but I couldn't sing. So they would yell at me. And so I would just sing in the basement all day until I could sing with my sisters.
Great. And I imagine that your parents supported you when you wanted to start into becoming a music singer.
Well, I didn't know it, but when I was singing in the basement, they were upstairs dying laughing because it was terrible. But once it stopped sounding so bad, they became very supportive.
Very nice. And I think it's very important, the path, that somebody takes, like an artist like yourself, from being like a music fan and a professional artist. Tell me, how did you manage to do so?
Being a fan of music while being an artist.
Yes. How did you make this move from being a fan into becoming a professional artist?
I think all of it was inspiration. Being a music fan as an artist definitely leads to inspiration in creating music and finding your sound. So I don't know if it's ever really been a transition from one outside of one to the other. I'm
Yes.
still definitely a music fan. I love so many artists. So I think it was something that was always there, but it grew
Yes.
to inspiration within my own.
Mhm. And I've seen that you collaborated with many music producers and lyricists as well. So tell me, how did you find them, and what is the process that you used to collaborate with them? I mean, how do you manage to brainstorm until you have reached out a concept for a song, until we see it, finally as a music video or on Spotify as a single?
Social media is definitely key. Whether it was
Yes.
me reaching out to a producer or a producer reaching out to me, or even having friends within the industry who wanted to connect producers with artists. Usually they would send a beat pack, or I would come in with something I played on the keys that I had in mind, and it becomes a collaborative effort that way.
This is great. I've seen that you mentioned many stars that influenced you. I've seen that you mentioned once Beyonce and Stevie Wonder. Myself, I come from the generation of both of them. We used to love Stevie Wonder, and even I used to love Eddie Murphy when he used to imitate him in Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yes.
And they have once there was a sketch, both of them appeared in the same sketch. I love this sketch a lot. And I remember many the classic Stevie Wonder did. But I want to ask you right now, how do you see the music scene right now for performers like you? I mean, the R&B, the dancing music. How do you see the scene, and and the reception of the fans of your new production?
What I love about R&B music today is that there's
Mhm.
so many different like subgenres within R&B,
Yes.
that we can pinpoint in a way that always existed, but we didn't really have names for these subgenres. Now we have alt R&B, or we have soul R&B, or neo soul. They're all different categories that fall under the umbrella of R&B music. So I think it's in a very good place as far as the versatility and the avenue
Hmm.
to go into.
Yes. Yes, and right now, since you mentioned social media, I've seen you have been active on Facebook and Instagram. I've seen a lot of your posting. You know, I think you should do modeling as well. You did a lot of very beautiful snapshots of your daily life as well. And I want to ask you right now, you know, not long ago, the aim of every artist is to sign up with a big label and to have support for his albums and single. But I think a little bit the industry right now, like the film industry, has been through a lot of changes. Okay,
Mhm.
so right now, I mean, for you, how do you put a plan for yourself? I think every year or every stage between singles and album. I mean, I imagine that you and yourself and your collaborator would say, "Well, this year we must do one, two, three." So tell me a little bit about how do you plan your career?
As far as my music, I go single by single basis.
Yes.
It's been the biggest help in getting into the algorithm, especially with changes of things going towards algorithmic plays, artificial intelligence. So doing single by single basis has definitely helped with the plan. As
Mhm.
far as labels, for me at the moment, I'm open to all possibilities as long as it's for the greater good for me as an artist and for my well-being and sanity. um, so, of course, whether that looks independent or that looks with a label or with a major label or independent, um,
Mhm.
all of it, as long as it's for the greater good, I am open to all possibilities.
Yes, this is great. I see that you have a song called "Above Trees." This is was launched recently. So tell me a little bit about the message that you try to convey through the music and the lyrics and through your performance of the music video as well.
Yes. So Above Trees, it's actually written from a self love perspective. It's
Mm.
actually a song I wrote to myself and about myself. It can read as a love song to a partner or someone romantically. But when I was writing it, it was more on the journey of my seeing myself and seeing the love that I have grown to have for myself.
Mhm. This is great. And right now, do you think right now the concept of love and relationship has been changed? I mean, between people, and also how love and emotion are portrayed in songs in the time we live in right now.
Oh, absolutely. Um, I was actually just seeing a conversation about this on Twitter, and they were talking about how R&B used to be like a very yearning genre, and that isn't existing as much anymore. But I think also what it is it's not that R&B is lacking love. It's just love in so many different ways, whether it's the lack of it in the ways that we may heal from love, whether it looks like going through a situationship or going out to a club or drinking or something like that. It's all under the umbrella of love, whether it is that presence of it in the way that we've heard, in the 70s and 80s, or the lack of it as
Yeah.
well. I think it's shown as a spectrum of humans and the way
Mm-hmm.
we are romantically.
Great. And right now, Nikki, tell me a little bit about your live performance and how do you feel when you are in front of live fans? And tell me a little bit about the comment you receive on social media. How do fans react to your work?
I am so blessed to have fans and people who have really supported the music in a way where they share stories and how my music has related to their lives, whether it was them with a partner or them going through heartbreak or them just getting to know themselves. I think that's a big part of what makes the music I make special. Is it shows different realms of life. It's I think music that you can listen to at a later stage and have a different perspective on it. And I think that's what makes the music special. But with live performances, it's an out of body experience. I honestly never remember it when I get off of the stage because it's a different realm that I enter where I feel comforted, I feel love, even through the nervousness. But it is like an out of body experience that I don't know if I could necessarily describe. Hi, Sharif, are you there? Oh,
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I was asking you during your career between singles, music video, promoting on social media, doing your live performance, what were the most crucial challenges you have faced so far right now?
Mm. It was a crucial challenge, but a valuable lesson learned, and
Yes,
that is to trust the process.
yes,
Um, with everything in life, it's never like a straight shot to things. It looks like a
of
bunch of
course.
scribbles.
Mhm.
And sometimes where you're going way further back and then you move forward and then it's back and forward and upward. And I think as people, we take outcome or circumstances for full on outcomes.
Sure,
And it really helps to just trust the process. And usually those circumstances that we don't like are exactly what we need to move us forward into these circumstances and outcomes that we do want.
for sure. Yes, yes, yes. Right now, we are near the end of the year. Do you have certain projects or dreams you would like to realize in the new year?
Oh, yes, definitely. Putting out more music. I actually have one more single coming out this year.
Great.
But putting out more and more music and working with producers and just overall growing as an artist. I'd also love to tour and meet some of the people that support my music around the world, around the US. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Do you have a certain state you dream of visiting in the upcoming period?
Ooh, a state that I would love to visit.
Mhm.
Um, that is a really good question. Maybe maybe New
I
York. I would like to
New York.
experience it.
Yes, yes. New York is very vibrant. I've been there several times during Tribeca Festival and a lot of openings at Lincoln Center, as well Los Angeles. I think Miami as well.
Oh, I love
Regarding
it. Yeah.
uh, R&B as well, Florida in general, I mean. And, I've seen a lot of, since you are performing different styles as well, I think right now many around the world as well, a lot of people love R&B and B and still love this genre of music, dancing to it and reacting to it. So I hope in the next period you could be able as well to perform outside of the United States.
Oh, yes. As far as outside of the United States, I would love to go to Costa Rica.
Yeah, why not? Or come visit us in Ecuador here.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, at the end of last year, we had a big concert here with Pink Floyd and Roger Waters, you know, one of the great rock bands and performers of all time, you know. Very, 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 very close as well to my generation of the 70s and the 80s. But I want to ask you, since you have performing in front of the camera, I mean, photos and videos. Right now, did you receive any film, proposals, or are you open to do some acting as well in the future?
I would love to get into acting. I am a
Mhm.
very dramatic person as is, so I think acting would be
Yes.
right up my alley.
Yes, yes. I consider all the time music videos like a short film. And you need as well to dramatize the music and lyrics of your song to convey a certain performance through your voice and through your movement. And why not, like Whitney Houston did it and Beyonce? Why not?
Definitely. I think also with the arts, it's acting in some sort of way. Even when
For
we're in
sure.
the studio and we're recording, we are kind of like actors with our voices in a lot of ways. With music videos as well, we have to, even if we're not emotionally like in the same space that we were when we wrote a song, we
Yes,
have to convey it on camera. Same thing with
sure.
performances. So in a lot of ways, it is acting. Yeah,
Mhm. Nikki, I want to thank you very much, and I will end the interview with you with the same way talk show hosts in the United States do it. You know, will you come and visit us next time?
yes, absolutely. And thank you so much for having me. I enjoyed the interview.
Yeah, you're welcome. I wish you all the best with the promotion of your new songs and your new music videos. And once you have a new release, I hope you can come and promote it as well on our channel.
Absolutely. Definitely.
Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon. And I want to thank you and thank your agents, publicity agency, you know, for coordinating the interview with us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And I can't wait to be back.
Yes, thank you very much, Nikki. Best wishes, and I wish you all the best for the new song. I look forward to listen and watch it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, take care. Have a lovely afternoon. Thank you.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye bye.